Okay, so, whoops. There we go. So, Daredevil, this episode of Daredevil really, really hammers home why the previous writing team, the previous iteration of this show, that team got their asses fired. Because as fun as it was, as a standalone episode, I mean, the traditional episodic TV back when shows didn't have to have a through line, that it just was a day in the life type episode. But at the same time, colossally stupid. It was great to see Kamala Khan's father. It was great, and of course now we know why Kamala had nothing to do with this episode, because she was visiting Bruno in California. So that is the only indication that this is part of a bigger universe. Because, and that would be fine if they just wanted to do a day in the life instead of every episode revolving around Kingpin, that making this more of a filler episode. But even this didn't make sense. Okay, so we have a bank robbery. One of the bank robbers happens to have a key to a safe deposit box. Okay, fine. Whose does it belong to? Because obviously if it belonged to him or to what we discover was hers, no need to steal. Maybe it belonged to the guy who was explaining how banking works and what's in the vault, because he's been banking there and his family had been banking there for years. We don't know who the diamond belongs to. We don't know who she is. I mean, it sounds like she works at the bank. That is what they're implying. But we don't know who she is. We don't know why she wanted the diamond. We don't know why she hired these guys. Well, beyond wanting to get the diamond, steal the diamond. But if she works there, she should have the key. I mean, she gave them the key to the safe deposit box. So she literally could have done that herself. She wouldn't need this ruse. It was just so convoluted and stupid. And Matt took way too long to take down the head honcho, because I could understand him having a trouble with Bullseye, because it's Bullseye. But this is just some schmuck. I do not understand why it took Matt that long. I mean, the guy in the bank made sense because, well, they want to up the drama of whether Yusuf is going to end up getting killed. But the ending fight? What was the point of that? I mean, Matt's taken down far worse people than him. It shouldn't have taken him nearly that long. I did like how he was able to grab the gun before it fell off the stairwell, and while still taking down one of the gang. That was fun. That was pretty cool. So, I don't dislike the fight scenes, but considering who Matt is and maybe he's just still rusty, and so it's taking him a bit, but I don't know. Matt doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who needs to brush off the rust. It's sort of like, it's like riding a bike type of thing, beating the crap out of people. So now that Matt has expressed an interest in meeting Kamala, and Yusuf has invited him to dinner, I really, really hope that we do get a meeting between Matt and Kamala. Um, I heard through other videos, mainly Emergency Awesome, that he's putting a team together next season, which is basically going to be the Defenders. Whether there's going to be some crossover with Kamala, or I hear that the champions aren't going to actually be a thing until after Secret Wars, so I don't know. Or maybe there'll be just some mention off screen, which would suck. So, yeah. Yeah, as fun as this episode was, I totally would have preferred if it was better. I could handle that has, and I mean, I can handle that it was a standalone episode. That's not my problem. But fine, Matt was already in the bank. Why not have the bank robbers come while Matt is still literally in the bank? Why have him walk away and have Kristen call 911, which, by the way, what is she supposed to tell them? He just says call 911. And then he goes back and just, doop-de-doop-de-doo, walking in like he's a customer. And of course, Yusuf is like, what the hell? I thought you left. And the answer is, yeah, he did, and he came back. So, why? I mean, just keep him in the freaking bank at that point. He can still get on the phone and have Kristen call 911, or have himself call 911, or have Yusuf call 911, which, by the way, why does Yusuf not have a cell phone? I can't imagine that he does not have a cell phone. So, what? I did enjoy the callback to his wife being a good cook, because that was the running joke was that, she cooks everything in like 2 seconds and has a complete meal, and everybody's like, wait, what? But she's also a good cook. So that was a sweet callback, but yeah, this episode definitely was a roller coaster. It had a lot of fun moments. Like I said, the concept was fun, but it's sort of a not part of the show type thing. It was completely separate. Now, I realize that this was just probably all finished footage from the original show, so they're like, we might as well show it. But, yeah, it was completely out of place. And there were so many things that you're like, wait, what? How is this happening? Why is this happening? Like, again, why not have the bank robbers come while Matt is still in the freaking bank? And now we know that Charlie Cox can do an Irish accent, which, to me, it's like how many Americans, well, I shouldn't say many Americans, but there are Americans who can do different types of American accents. The man is English. The man is British. So, of course he can do an Irish accent. He probably has heard it for a long time. So, that should not come as a surprise. A guy can do accents can do a freaking Irish accent. Now, I did look up the actress who played Angie Kemp. So I don't know if she's also English, if she's Irish, or if she just happens to know how to do a good Irish accent, which she was complimented for in the episode. Let me look it up. Let's see if I can do this. Let me just move you. I wasn't expecting to do this, so... All right. Come on. Oops. Wrong one. Sorry. Knocked down my microphone. Okay, let's... So are you going to give me a bio for her? All right. This is going to be annoying. Okay, so she's American. Okay, so she can just do accents. All right, that's good to know. All right, so, move you back. Let's see if there's anything else. So, hopefully next episode it'll go back to, it'll go back to the plot of the show. I do think it says a lot about Matt. It is very commendable that he came back to talk to Yusuf about the bank robbery, and that yes, it must have been an inside job. And then we see what happens to the diamond, because he gave her a piece of candy and he put the diamond in the candy dish. So, but I would love to have known why that particular diamond, or, because I can't imagine that there aren't other valuables in safe deposit box. They were zeroing in on that. Who the hell is she? What's her story? I mean, this was not only, completely random, but we don't even know who she is. If she is a known criminal or she just was someone down on her luck. We know nothing. It is completely one shot. So yeah. So as it was fun, but it was also very annoying in the grand scheme of things. You're just waiting for this to tie in with something, that we learn something. Okay, these people were hired by her, that we figured out, but who is she? Let me see. And it's entirely possible. And did she get her comeuppance? Because it seems like she got away. Obviously not with the diamond. She only got a piece of candy. But did the police go back and get her? Did Matt go back and get her? What is happening? Does Yusuf know who it is? I mean, there's so many questions. This is a situation that hasn't been completely closed. So I started saying, I assume next episode they're gonna go back to the actual plot, and that's probably why they put these two episodes on the same day. So it could be, let's quickly go through the filler episode and let's get back to the good stuff. Um, let's see if there's anything else. I think I've covered everything I wanted to this episode because mostly this episode took place in a bank. I mean, it's great that they really wanted to hammer home how well Matt hears and how good his senses are, but it's just, yeah, it was just, you could have done that without a filler episode. You didn't need it for that. The only good part was Yusuf. I loved Yusuf. Seeing him again. And finding out, okay, this is why Kamala isn't in the episode. But yeah, I wonder if there's going to be they're going to show Matt meeting Kamala and her parents. I'm sure Kamala would love to um have him on a podcast. You know, because she's Avengers crazy. She's superhero crazy. She would love to have Daredevil for a podcast. Um So yeah, I think I've covered everything I wanted to this episode, and with that, I will see you guys in the next one.